Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Kanushi's Corner. We're going to be taking a look at the Jeskai Striker Tarkir Dragonstorm Commander deck for this one. Going to be opening it, going through the cards, seeing how cool they look, just talking a little about what is in here and what I think about it. But as you can see, this deck is wanting to hit hard and hit often. We're using Shiko and Narset here, and then this right here is Elsha Threefold Master, but we'll get to that in a little bit. You can see here this commander deck is going to include a sample booster pack as well as 100 cards with 10 new cards just for this deck, a deck box, 10 double-sided tokens, a strategy insert, a reference card, and you can see the full deck list and more at mtg.wizards.com/commander. To talk a little bit more about it here, you spearhead the Jeskai Strike Force with Shiko and Narset, a rapid-fire duo that doubles your spells, stocks you up on card draw. You focus your flurries on multiple targets, boost your attackers, and leave nothing standing in your way. Really solid stuff going on here. Let's go ahead and dive right into that. Lead the way. Pick this one up for myself. I read over the deck list. I saw that it was about, you can get this like $35 to $40 on TCG Player last I checked. Oh yeah, there's that cool deck box. Got Shiko on one side, Narset on the other. And I just love the whole flying super kick monk cool stuff. I really like the deck list and themes of this deck right out the box. Let's see what we can find. Just to go over playing the deck real quick. You don't need to spend years mastering martial arts to master this Jeskai deck. Shiko and Narset are the commanding duo that will help you double your spells and keep the cards flowing to juice up your spell-slinging battle plan. Focus your spells on your opponents and their permanents, the more targets the better, to fuel voracious bibliophile and draw an ever-scaling number of cards. Follow it up with a ruthless flurry of casting, then finish your opponents off with a Tempest technique and boost your creatures tenfold. As an alternate commander, Elsha Threefold Master, oh, there she is, lends her infinite wisdom and martial prowess, boost her strength with your non-creature spells, and unleash the full force of Jeskai monks. Here's that cool art there. Very beautiful. We've got this little blurb here. I'll try to leave the art in focus. Very, very beautiful art. Magic artist Chris Rallis taking it away there. Makes me double excited though. Like all the monk stuff from this set is just so cool. All the different like bending, energy, whatever. Woo, it's all so cool. You know, flying kicks and deflecting palms, and it's great. Shiko and Narset unified. The former Planeswalker Narset returned to Tarkir during the Phyrexian invasion to defend the plane. De-sparked but still full of questions, she set her focus on uncovering the truth of the clans and the history that had been erased by the Dragon Lord's reign. As word of the lost history spread, other exiles sought her out and joined her nascent rebellion. Her dedicated research uncovered the Storm Nexus Ritual, a powerful spell that with the aid of the other rebellion leaders summoned 5 spirit dragons into being. Using the aid of these new allies, the rebellions defeated the old Dragon Lords and ushered in a new age for the 5 clans of Tarkir. Narset has taken up the mantle of Waymaster of the Jeskai and seeks to unify Tarkir for an uncertain future. As one of the spirit dragons brought forth into the Storm Nexus ritual, Shiko embodied the passions of the exiles, monks, and civilians fed up with the stagnation of the Dragon Lord's rule. Shiko is action-oriented, constantly surveying the Jeskai territory and ensuring she remains fair and impartial in all matters of the clan. She observes and offers guidance, but does not hesitate to step in when decisiveness is needed. Yeah, I sure do, sure am liking the Jeskai. It was pretty tight. I'm loving the Spell Slinger Jeskai thing. It's really, really dope. I like the, kind of themes of them, the trying to, help the clan strive even through Sarkhan's messing of things. Oh look, we got some victory confetti. A little damage there, but no worse for the wear. Okay, we'll pop that out real quick. Cool, that's done. You can recycle all of this. All of it seems to be paper so far, so that's so far so good, except for this collector booster here. We'll get to that at the end of the video. But yeah, here is the deck. Oh my goodness, swing swing. Looks really cool. Love Narset on the front there. with the golden robes and the dragon in the background shining. Let's go ahead and get a quick zoom in, and we'll go ahead and rip this open and start looking at the cards. Alrighty, there we go. Chris Rawls again with the great art. Shiko and Narset there. Now that's out of that foil, you can really see. I love how Shiko's eyes pop and Narset. Yeah, it looks so cool. Don't forget, you can find in the description below a full deck list. Here we go. We got 4 mana, 4/4 already. Pretty good flying, vigilant at that. Even better when you cast your second spell each turn. Copy it. If it targets a permanent or player, you may choose new targets for the copy. If you don't copy it, draw a card. For peace, lead by example. That's a good, yes, leading by example. You have to be what you want in the world. No one else is going to do it for you. All right. Here we have Elsha, threefold master. Blue, red, white. I love the foiling on her hands there. It's really cool. You see what I mean? The monks. Man, that's so cool. All right. So here we have a 1/1 for 3 mana. Not looking great until you consider it has trample, prowess, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you make that many monks. So you start casting some spells, you buff this thing up, you're going to just be pooping out a bunch of monks with prowess. It's going to be super great. Wait. Then we have the 10 new cards to look at. We have Aligned Heart, 3 mana enchantment. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a rally counter on this, then make monks with prowess equal to each rally counter. That is pretty dang good. Hearts and minds aligned, so too do actions. Love the art on that. You see what I'm saying? They're all flying down with their monk fists, energy glowing hands, bro. That is so sick. I think Jeskai is my favorite based on flavor, but Mardu is my favorite based on play patterns. Like just making, this makes a bunch of tokens too. I don't know. They both make tokens. Who am I kidding? But that's the Boros, right? Anyway, Tempest Technique, 4 mana, Storm, great enchantment, aura, enchant creature you control, enchanted creature gets 1/1 for each enchantment you control. That could be a great buff spell. I've seen that. We have the Adaptive Trading Post, 3 mana artifact. When you cast an instant sorcery spell, this artifact has fewer than 3 charge counters on it. Put a charge counter on it. You can remove 3 charge counters, and your next instant sorcery spell this turn gets copied. You choose new targets for the copy. So this is kind of a cool enabler. Seems like it might be a little slow unless you're really pumping out those 1-drops and keeping a full hand. So be on the lookout for this one. I think this might be better in a different deck, or with this deck being souped up. Transcendent Dragon, 6 mana, 4/3 with flash. Loving a flashy thing. Kind of expensive on the mana, but when this creature enters, if you cast it, counter target spell. So we got a counter spell on a creature, and if that spell is countered this way, exile it, and you may cast it without paying its mana cost. So you drop this down at the right time. Love the art on that. It's standing in the waterfall. Very beautiful. It's Transcendent Dragon. Yeah, you play this at the right time, you can really just get a big game swing. Here we have that Voracious Bibliophile mentioned earlier. 4 mana, 3/3 flying, vigilant dragon. Of course, there's going to be dragons. Dragon Storm is here. Whenever you cast a spell with 1 or more targets, draw that many cards. Caldera Pyremaw, 5 mana, 3/3. I think a lot of the new cards are just dragons, though that is kind of funny. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, put a 1/1 counter on this. Then this creature deals damage equal to its power to target opponent. Some good non-creature spells equal owie. Next card up, Transforming Flourish, 3 mana instant with Demonstrate, so if you do it, someone else gets to do it too. Destroy target artifact or creature you don't control. If that permanent is destroyed this way, its controller exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Then they may cast that card without paying its mana cost. So you get to blow something up, and then it's sort of like a pseudo chaos warp, but they can also maybe do that to one of your things. Here we have this deck's exclusive Will card, Will of the Jeskai, 4 mana. If you control your commander, you can choose both. It's pretty cool. Each player may discard their hand and draw 5, so it's a little bit of a wheel, and then each instant and sorcery in your graveyard gains flashback. Flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. I've seen a lot of jokes about use Jeska's Will and then cast Will of the Jeskai. It'd be funny, right? I think so. And here we go. We're getting into some other stuff now. We got Vanquish the Horde. You're going to be destroying all creatures. Costs a little less for each creature on the battlefield. Of course, Narset's Reversal is going to be in here. Looking good. Copy it as your sorcery. Return it to its owner's hand. a little bit of a splashback. Got Dismantling Wave. Some good removal with a little cycling on it to draw some cards. Mangara Diplomat, also some draw card engine. Monastery Mentor is a prowess monk dude that makes prowess monk dudes. Love that. Ancestral Vision is some good card draw, but it can take a little bit because of the suspend. I'm sure there's a way to poop this out for free. Go ahead and get that out. Just a free draw 3 cards. Archmage Emeritus, always good. Love this guy. Whenever you cast a copy an instant sorcery, draw a card. Fantastic for any spell slinging deck. Baral's Expertise is up next. Return up to 3 target artifact and or creatures to their owner's hand. You may cast a spell made of 4 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. It's pretty good for 5 mana. You can just bounce a bunch of stuff, especially tokens. They're just gone, and then you get another thing for free. It's kind of like you paid 5 mana and got 9 mana worth of effect, right? Curse of Swine, always a commander staple, I feel like. You can pick apart someone's best stuff. Exiled, gone forever, gone for good. I'm sure they get some boars that are probably going to be coming at you, but you're going to have enough monks in this deck to not even care. Ooh, Haughty Djinn, standard staple for quite a while. It's seen a little falling off now, but yeah, this one's going to be good in here, especially if you're dumping a bunch of instant sorceries. He's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Liar, Disciple of the Drowned, 5 mana, can't be countered. Each instant sorcery in your graveyard has flashback, so you're going to be getting extra value out of all those small spells you got in here. It's a 3/4 as well, nothing to shake your head at. Rite of Replication, better with Biovisionary, but still a welcome inclusion if you want to just like finish up, boom, cast a cool spell, get some value, copy a bunch of things. Love that. Sublime Epiphany, wow, that is cool art. Sometimes this is how it feels to think for me. You just got all this stuff going on inside of you. But yeah, 6 mana, choose one or more. Counter target spell, counter target activated triggered ability, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, target player draws a card. That's like 1 mana per effect, and then 1 mana to actually get the spell on the stack, right? That seems like a fair rate. Electro Dominance, you can use this to deal some damage to any target, cast a spell from your hand for free. We're going to be casting our second spell each turn, pretty easy with effects like that. It's pretty good. Basically, we turn a bunch of little lightnings into one big lightning. Ha ha! Yes, that's... Is it? Yes, it is. 4 mana, 4/4 flyer. Already liking this mana form Hellkite in here. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you make a dragon illusion with flying and haste. Where X is that spell's mana value, then you exile the token at the end step. A lot of fun stuff you can do to get around that. Ooh, Baral and Kari Zev. This is another one I've played with a little while back. Whenever you cast your first instant sorcery spell, you may cast a spell with lesser mana value that shares a card type from your hand. If you don't, you make a Ragavan, and it gains haste. Yeah, good stuff. Ooh, Expansion Explosion, always a fun spell. You can copy a spell, or you can deal a bunch of damage and draw some cards. Magma Opus, another fun big mana payoff. You can deal a bunch of damage, make some elementals, draw some cards, and then you can always do a little cycly type thing if you just want some treasure on turn 2. Prismari. Here we have Prismari Command. You can deal 2 damage to any target. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, or make some treasure, or destroy an artifact. So for 3 mana to do 2 of those, that's a great rate. Oh boy, Time Wipe. You're behind and need to catch up. You only have Narset out? Oh, well, it's okay. Just Time Wipe. Velomachus Lorehold. Here we go. This is one of the Strixhaven dragons. An Elder Dragon, 7 mana, 5/5, flying, vigilant haste. Love to see this guy here. Yeah, looking cool. Little like vine things coming off of him. Those little vine things coming off of him, pretty tight. Whenever this attacks, look at the top 7 cards of your library, cast an instant sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to his power from among them without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So this dude, for 7 mana, he better do something crazy, and he's going to come down, swing, then you get that second spell, which is pretty, I mean, you should. It's pretty likely. Baron, Voice of Duality. What a solid. You're going to get your flurry triggers, your mage crab triggers, all your triggers, including hers, doubled up, and then she can just get bigger. You can hopefully give her trample or something. That's going to be great. This is what I'm talking about. Monk techniques as like enchantments and stuff. So cool. All right, you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card, infinite hand. All right, we got some cool ways here. Add card, Battle Forge, got some pains. Got a little filtering here with Cascade Bluff to make less pains. Clifftop Retreat, pretty solid. Cool Exotic Orchard, but not my favorite one. That would be from Bloomborough. That and the Secret Lair one's pretty good. Hey, come on. Do you want to be in the video? Joe. Joe Cat. Where'd you Joe? Well, what are you doing over there? I almost wish I had the camera on you instead. You're stealing the show. Not my favorite art, though. That would be the one from Bloomborough. It was a strange morning when we awoke. We found our trees transformed. We didn't know whether to water them or polish them. Pulan, Bant, Orchardist. Alright. Here we got the Ferris Lake. Solid filter land there. Little Glacial Fortress action. Irrigated farmland. Hey, if you don't do that card, just cycle it away, eh? Hope you got them basics. Prairie Stream, also fetchable. Really solid. Rugged Prairie, the other filter land, but for Boros. Here's that Pain land. It was hiding in the back. I was wondering if they had all three. I thought they had all three of them in here. Yeah, Siobhan Reef. Really, really solid card. I hope it does not end up rotating out of standard. I'm going to be really sad if all the Pain lands rotate out and they don't keep them in. Sky Cloud Expanse, another one of the filter lands. Sulphur Falls, another one of them reveal lands. You got a Scry land and Temple of Enlightenment. These all seem like basic art printings. Nothing fancy so far. Temple of Epiphany with the Scry. Temple of Triumph with some more Scry. Ooh, hey, Young Pyromancer. This is some really nice art for Young Pyromancer. The Hydra Rats were soon eradicated from the monastery. Yep, whenever you cast a spell or whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create an elemental. That's really beautiful. I hope the elementals look like that cat. That's super cool. Goblin Electromancer. Ooh, I really want to put the the storm, the Bloomborough Otter. Ah, those, like that whole. There's so many of those that would be good in this. Anyway, yep, instant sorcery spells cost one less. Oh, the Arcane Signet. Yeah, the Jeskai stamp. We saw that in the Mardu video. Soul Ring with the Mardu Force on it. Command Tower with the Abzan Tower. All right. Ooh, that's a tight Ghostly Prison. There we go. We got Ghostly Prison. Can't attack me unless you pay. A little bit of Pillow Fort action in here. Solid removal all the way. Swords to Plowshares. Compulsive Research. You get to have somebody draw some cards and discard some cards unless they discard a land. Here we go. Here's our cheap blue get card stuff. You also got to consider here. Surveil and draw a card. Deep Analysis. You got some draw 2 cards. Pay 2 mana. 3 life, draw 2 more cards. Frantic Search, draw some cards, discard some cards, untap some stuff. Scry 1, draw a card. Look at some cards, draw a card. Make a dude into an ape. That's not draw a card, but you know, it's 1 mana. There we go. Scry 2, draw a card. We got Preordained here. Think Twice, draw a card, flashback. We got all the hits. We got all the blue draw a card hits and Pongify, which is a solid card. Moving in there, we got a Braid now. Love this card for some removal. It's also good. Hey, a big score. You can discard a card, so you can get a flashback card in your graveyard, or use some of that flashback enabling to not care about that, and then draw some cards, make some treasure. Are you smacking a guy? Make some mana, make some treasure. Love it. Discard some cards, draw some cards. I love seeing all these low drop spells. Then we got Gutter Snipe and some cool art here. Fire, fire, fire. What joy. What fire. Burn it all. Perfect. That's perfect for Gutter Snipe, right? All right. Yeah, there we go. Then we have Mana Geyser here. Just make a bunch of mana for your opponent's tapped lands. That could be really great. Another good one. Oh, I like the shiny Impetus art there with the little, like, I don't know what that is. Like a Ocelot guy or something. Very, very cool, very cute. But yeah, you go to creature, you can make some more treasure. So we have the draw a card blue package, the make some treasure red package. I like how they like stacked all this. 4 mana 2/2 here at Stormkiln Artist. He also is going to be making you treasure double up if you got Baron. Then he's getting bigger for every artifact you have. Back to some lands with that E-Wild. Cool Storm, Dragon Storm thing. Mystic Monastery. Couldn't be Jeskai without it. expressive iteration to look at some cards, put one in the hand, exile one. Oh yeah, baby, third path iconoclast. That's what I'm talking about. Makes you some artifacts. All right, we got some ramp here: Azorius, Boros, Signets, Felwar Stones. There's the Is It Signet. Y'all were one off. Y'all were one off. Talisman of Progress, Ash Barrens. I already had one of those. Path of Ancestry, Perilous Landscape. I love seeing these get reprinted outside of Modern Horizons. Oh yeah, Reliquary Tower to help with all that card draw. All right, looks like we are on to the basics. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 islands. That's for all them blue draw spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mountains. That's for all them make treasure spells. Really, would like to see more I would like to see a little more deal damage to each player, but I guess you're going to be doing that with your high flying prowess kicky monks. Let's see, we got Dragon Illusion, Elemental, Soldier, Monk, First Mate Ragavan. Glad they included that one. Another Dragon Illusion, another Elemental, another Soldier, a Monk, and a little ad card thing. Okay, on the backside we have Monk Gold. I love that gold. We got the copy, the Elemental. Oh yeah, baby, love those Elementals. It's my spouse makes these all the time. It beats me up with them. They look cool doing it, at least. And then we got the treasure. Also love that treasure. Another monk. Some more gold, baby. Yeah. We got a copy there. I love these copy tokens. They look so cool. Other than fly elementals and some more treasure. All right. Well, that's it. That is the Jeskai Strikers Precon. All kind of fun, cool cards going on in there. I think it's a really cool deck with lots of high-flying kung fu action, a couple of really cool swap commanders that the deck can work with. Either way, real easy. I'm looking forward to jamming some games, trying it out, letting y'all know what I think after that. Don't worry, I didn't forget. We're going to look at that Collector Booster Sample Pack. Let's see. What do we got? Did we get a serialized card? Serialized Mox Jasper? Is it in here? I don't know. Let's see. Whew. Ooh, that's cool. Nature's Rhythm. I like the art on that. You get to search for a creature with mana value X or less, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle, then you can harmonize. That is a pretty, that's a pretty good tutor card, especially because you can use it twice. And then, whip. Oh, Storm Shriek. Ooh, man, I love that Justine Jones Storm Shriek Feral art. I do not have one of these. That looks good, baby. That looks good. Oh, yeah. She also did the border here. I do really enjoy her art. So that is a hit for me. Man, that's so freaking cool. All right, well, that's it. Yeah, boom. There was a collector booster pack. On to the outro. Well, everybody, there you go. There's all the cards sleeved up and ready to go. I've made one swap here. Played a couple games with it, and they went pretty good. I did a couple of, well, more than a couple games. So I did a couple of one-on-ones and a couple of multiplayer games. The one-on-ones went really great. A turn 6 to 7 win, which I think is pretty dang good for a Precon. Tons of prowess good stuff in there. This card is an absolute all-star. This one right here, the Aligned Heart. Really, really loved that card. Just being able to, in turn, out of turn, make a bunch of monks, and it just that kicked a bunch of butt. I was very happy with that, especially the multiplayer games, getting more turn cycles, all these little, your cantrips with like your Pongifies and your Swords to Plowshares, getting to double up on your removal and everything. Really, really great stuff there. I did make one cut. Speaking of the removal, it's this Transforming Flourish. I felt like with Narset being able to double up on your removal, how this works with the demonstrating and the copying and flipping, because what we're doing is destroying an artifact or a creature you don't control. You can give that to an opponent, so it does create some good politics atmosphere if you enjoy that kind of stuff. I'm not a fan of, I'm destroying your thing, but then also you get to exile cards from the top until you exile a non-land, and then they can cast it without paying its mana cost. So you could accidentally flip them into something big or worse, like way worse than what you are destroying. I don't really super enjoy that. Another card you might, if you do enjoy that and don't want to cut this one, maybe the Abrade that's in here, right here. Yeah, there we go. Maybe the Abrade, that's a potential cut. Um, you could also kind of mix it up a little bit. It does want to do a lot of casting, but it makes a lot of tokens. So maybe you could go for like, uh, more token, like a little less removal, more token synergy, and impact trimmers, those kind of things. I don't really feel like this deck is trying to be more spell slinger, but it could, you could still do some good with that. The thing I put in was this Enduring Courage for the Transforming Flourish. I did find with making so many tokens and the right of replication that's in here and the ability to copy the right of replication, and then just all the monks and the different things that's going on between Elsha, Aligned Heart, the one prowess monk in here that also makes monks, Monastery Mentor, making those tokens as well. Haste those tokens up. Heck, I had one game where I was lucky enough to have Enduring Courage out, and then I Rite of Replication as my second spell, and I ended up making 15 Enduring Courage because I also copied Rite of Replication using the training post that's in here, right here, the adaptive training post. That thing was also really solid, being able to copy the spells. But yeah, I loved it. I love the deck. I think it's great. The spell slinging action stuff. If you've been playing a lot of Standard and you're familiar with the Corey Steel Cutter deck, then if you want to take that strategy to Commander, this deck is definitely the deck for you. It's at a pretty good price right now too, especially with money moving into other places with Final Fantasy. I'd definitely go pick up Jeskai Strikers if you like slinging a bunch of spells and kicking people in the teeth with monks. Well, that's it. I hope this video was of some value to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Appreciate that. And until next time, have a good one. Oh yeah, and one PS note, I forgot to mention this. It doesn't come with every token you need. If I remember right, the Pongify token might not be in here or something to that effect. But yeah, I had to end up making a boar creature token for the Curse of Swine. This is my stupid little boar. But yeah, so just be on the lookout for that and be aware that you're not going to have every single token, sadly, but you do get a butt ton of monks, so you remember, you watched the video. Okay, well, yep, for real now. See you later. Bye. Yeah.